Sorry, guys. I had my microphone still on mute. My bad. What's up? Hey, yo, I'll say it again. What's up, guys? How you guys all doing? I hope you all had a nice Friday. Hope you guys had a nice Friday. Today's a big day, guys. Tesla, man. Tesla getting added to the S&P. And guess what? I'm short. Guys, I put a short position on Tesla towards the end of the day. I'm short from 655. I covered a piece of my position at 636. We're now trading at 677 as I am making this video. I'm going to talk to you guys about the thesis behind the short on Tesla. A lot of you are probably sitting here saying, Mike, you're out of your mind right now. How could you short Tesla? And I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna give you guys my entire reasoning behind the trade, what my thesis is behind it, and historically what we have seen when companies get added into the S&P. Okay, how do they trade in the days and weeks to follow getting included into the S&P? We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna go over the trades and we're gonna recap the trades here from today, guys. Another big win for me today on SQFT. I'm just going to monitor the Tesla trade while I'm on the live with you guys. We're trading 680s now. As you have all of these buy orders coming in that have to be fulfilled before Monday. All right, so all these buy orders have to come in and be fulfilled before Monday in order for S&P index funds and any money managers that track the S&P, they've got to add Tesla to a weighting that would be the equivalent of what their weighting is on the S&P in order to meet that, which put in motion, $100 billion worth of trades, probably even more. And it's forced buying. It's forced buying into Tesla, and you're seeing it push Tesla right now up into the 680s. So we'll talk about that. All right, we're going to get into all that. But guys, my big win today was SQFT. We're going to talk about these trades. I told you guys yesterday that small caps are absolutely on fire. And my focus has remained on small caps, and I just keep hitting them. MREO was a nice one today, and then SQFT was a home run. SQFT long from like 7 and change. Let me actually see my trade alerts. What was the final take? I think it was 971. 971 was the final take. Was the final take profit there. So just, another big win on small caps. I told you guys that momentum, I don't see it slowing down. I don't see any reason why we're going to lose that momentum in small caps. I think it's going to continue. So we're going to talk all about that here today on this live. Welcome, guys. If you are brand new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, make sure you smash that like button. You guys never want to miss any of these lives because I'm always going over trade ideas, trade recaps, and providing you with educational tidbits and golden nuggets in all of my lives. All right, my name is Michael Edward. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group, guys. Began my trading career working at a hedge fund on Wall Street. I take that education that I received working at that fund, and I share some of it with you here on this live, on this YouTube channel, totally for free. We're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So welcome everybody that's joining us across all of those different social media channels. All right. So with that being said, guys, we're going to start off this live stream same way that we start off every live stream, and that is with a blanket open floor Q&A. Guys, fire away. Go ahead, ask me some questions. I'm going to give some time for people to log on here while I keep an eye on this Tesla trade, and we'll go over, answer a couple of questions, and then we're going to get into the trade recaps on the day. I also want to talk to you guys a little bit. I want to talk to you guys a little. I'm going to open up to you guys, and we're going to talk a little bit. Actually, maybe even before, maybe even before I get into the Q&A, let me actually just kind of talk about this. I'm going to talk about something with you guys real quick before we get into the Q&A. And we're going to have like a little heart to heart a little bit here first, because I got a message from somebody today. Apparently there was some other group that sells courses or, is a trade alert service. A very large group apparently has gotten in trouble with some kind of lawsuit with the FTC, and there were some violations and some things that are being brought to light that a few of my members have shared with me. And somebody sent me a message today and I'm not going to talk about any names. I don't badmouth any other group or service or anybody out there. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, then just you guys already know. But was brought to my attention, happened a little while ago. And somebody had sent me a message telling me that they have been, ripped off by other, alert services or teachers in the past, and this group was one of them, where they actually had a subscription to this group, and they were ripped off, and they've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on their education programs and feel like they've learned nothing. I'm actually going to read to you guys the message that I got today that kind of prompted me to discuss this. And the member goes, "Hey, Mike, I just have to say, you guys are awesome and have changed my life truly. Well, I'm not making huge bucks right now, but I'm a responsible trader and I know how to trade, and I got to learn fast through your professional education. I had subscribed to a different trading, in quotes, expert service before I came to you guys, and left them because I wasn't learning, nor were they teaching or even giving good trades themselves. I still get the alerts from that subscription, and I look at their trades. They are a joke to me now, since I know the good, bad, ugly trades and just laugh. It's sad how other people are being ripped off. I really value you guys so much because I've been ripped off, and I really appreciate the family environment you guys keep here and protect. I'm committed to staying with you guys, TTG, all the way." So that was a message, and the conversation continues where they get into a little bit more detail about being ripped off. I don't want to get into all of that because we get into a little bit of some personal stuff. And I just want to let you guys know that I want you guys to all to know, and that I take my, like, a lot of you look to me, at least all my TGD family members do, and some of my YouTube subscribers, you guys even consider me a mentor, even though you guys may not be complete members of Pure Trading Group. I want you guys to know that I take that title extremely seriously. And the reason why I take that title extremely seriously is because I would not be where I am in my life today if it wasn't for the mentor that I had. My mentor was my boss when I worked at the hedge fund. He sat directly across from me. So our trading stations were back to back. So like the back of his monitor would touch the back of my monitor, and we'd be facing each other. Now, we couldn't see each other because all of our computer monitors were in our way, but if we stood up, we'd be looking eye to eye. And I asked this guy so many questions throughout the course of my career. I used to follow him downstairs to lunch. He used to go to some tofu spot. I hate tofu with a passion, but if that's where he was going for lunch, that's where I would go because I wanted to pick his brain for that hour while I had him. He was going down to his car. I would rush into the elevator to catch that elevator ride with him to kind of pick his brain about a couple of things. And he was always there to answer my questions. And if it wasn't for the education and that guidance and leadership and tutelage that I received, I wouldn't be where I am today. If I didn't have this skill set, I don't know what direction my life would have gone down if I did not have this skill set. Guys, after 2008, 2009, 50% of all the hedge funds on Wall Street went out of business after the 08, 09 stock market crash and the Great Recession. That was the housing crisis. Okay. So I don't know if I didn't have the skill, I don't know where I would have gone. I don't know what path my life would have gone down. So I could say truthfully, and with 100% confidence, guys, I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. And if it wasn't for that education, I don't know what direction my life would have gone down. I don't know. Okay. But I certainly would not be where I am here today. So I can say with confidence that mentorship changed my life. So when I have someone that comes to me and considers me a mentor, I take that extremely seriously because I look at it like, well, now I therefore have the ability to potentially change the path of this person's life. And there have been hundreds of my TTG members that have sent me messages and have given me a call, and they talk to me about how I've, helped change their life, especially during COVID, with everything that's going on with COVID and people losing their job, losing their business, just losing their income in general. And people that were able to, make ends meet and were unsure how to keep a roof over their head, and they were able to now do it through trading profits. And there's so many stories that I get from people like that, and that really means a lot to me. And I really get frustrated when I see so many of these people that are out there that claim to have, like, this secret that I'm going to share with you. And then, you sign up and you realize you get no education, but then they're like, oh, well, if you want the real secret, you got to pay another $2,000, and you feel like you're missing out. And you're like, oh, well, shit. Okay. Well, if I got it, I got to pay for it. Then you pay for it, you sign up, and then it's always something else. It's always well, there's another thing that you need if you want to be private, and then you got to pay for that. It's just this marketing scheme, and it's just ripping people off of their hard-earned money. And it really, really, really pisses me off. And this conversation that I had with a member today kind of sparked this. It sparked this. I understand that there's a lot of you out there that some of you are making money and you're doing really great. I understand some of you are losing money and you're very frustrated. And I want you guys to know that I understand where you are, and I understand that you put a lot of faith and a lot of trust in myself and in the True Trading Group family. And I want you guys all to know that I take it extremely seriously. And I'm just proud to have all of you as part of the THD family. And I really love what it is that we are building as a group, a fully transparent, open community of traders that really, truly, genuinely cares about one another. I know all of my members. I do one-on-ones with my members, and it's people are not just a number when they sign up to True Trading Group. They're actually getting a real education. They're getting real courses, real education and training that I received when I worked at a hedge fund. My members are getting that exact same education. And there's, I don't even care if you guys get your education from me. At this point, when I'm talking to you now, I don't care if you sign up to True Trading Group or not, but just please make sure that whoever you decide to choose as your mentor, and guys, I don't take any offense if you guys don't want to go through True Trading. Maybe you're like, you know what, Mike, your style really is not what I'm looking for. Okay, no problem. Find somebody else that you're comfortable with, but make sure you know the background on the person that you are. Make sure you understand the background of the person that you are that you're signing up for. If you're going to pay for education, and be very wary of any situations where like you pay for something and then it's like, oh, but now you've got to buy this. It's like, well, hold on a second. Why are you not giving me everything that I need when I sign up? Because now you're just setting you up to fail, right? Like, why would I say, okay, guys, here, sign up for a membership. You sign up, and then I'm like, oh, well, but if you want the VIP courses, that's going to be more money. Why would someone do that? That's like, literally, I've used this example before. That's like a college professor saying, okay, guys, here's a book. Read this book. We're going to have, there's going to be a quiz on this book in a week. And they give you the book. You go through, you read the book, you come back, you sit down in class, and then you're going through the test. And halfway through the test, you're like, I don't know any of these questions, what any of these questions are about. And then you raise your hand, you ask the teacher, you're like, teacher, I don't remember this part of the book. And then the teacher says, oh, well, did you buy the VIP version of the book? And they're like, no, I just, the first version of the book you gave me is what I read. They're like, oh, well, there's a VIP version of the book. That's an extra $100. And that's what they're setting you up to fail. Why not give you access to everything that you need to be consistently profitable? If they really wanted you to be consistently profitable and succeed, they would give you access to all the tools and education that you need. So just be wary of some of these things, guys. I don't like seeing people get ripped off. It really pisses me off. And a lot of people claim to have like a secret. Guys, believe me, there's no secret. There's no special pattern, no secret indicator. It's just education. It's just learning how to actually do these things, and learning how professional traders, how do they do it? And just learn that. That's the secret. Okay, if there is a secret to becoming consistently profitable trading stocks and options, it's getting an education. It's not a special pattern or indicator that nobody knows about. Okay, that's not what is going to make you successful. So I want to touch upon this just a little bit because this shit bothers me. People are spending their hard-earned money, and it's not a joke. People are losing a lot of money because they don't know what they're doing, and it's not a joke. It's not a joke. I see some of the stories that, like, when someone signs up, they're like, Mike, I lost all this money before. Like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, you're messing with people's lives, man. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. You're stealing from people. It's not a joke. So it pisses me off. And I just feel like I had to come on here and do a quick little rant. So guys, please just be careful. Make sure that you know the background of the person that you are getting your education from. Okay. That's it. All right. Okay. So now, with that being said, now that I've kind of got that off my chest, fire away, guys. Q&A. Let's go. Let's do it. Ask me questions. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm going to get into the trade recaps of the day. My thoughts on shorting Disney. I wouldn't short Disney. I wouldn't short Disney. All right, we got, let's see. I gotta try to get caught up here, guys, with all the messages. I'm sorry. All right, we got Nick. First day trading with TTG after becoming a member 7 days ago. Education first, and today I was 2 for 2. Finally going from red to green on previous bad trades. Education is top notch. TTG love. Yes, Nikki. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, Jamie says, Mike, what's driving all this small cap FOMO and how can we capitalize on it without succumbing to FOMO ourselves? Okay, so what is fueling this FOMO in small caps is two things. One, it's the huge surge in retail traders because of COVID. Everybody's home. Everybody's working from home. People are laid off. They're trying to, figure out how to make money in different ways. So you have this huge jolt or surge in retail traders. So that's one thing that's adding to the FOMO in the small cap market. The second thing is GLSI. GLSI is responsible for what you're seeing right now in the small cap market. Why? Let me explain. Let me explain to you guys how short squeezes work in the small cap market. Now, a short squeeze in the small cap market and short squeezes in large caps are two completely different things. Okay. Now, short squeeze in small cap markets are from you're just a retail short seller that comes in and shorts a small cap because it gaps up because of some type of press release, has a low flow, but at the end of the day, the fundamentals of the company do not warrant the 100 or 200% increase, and it's not a high quality company, and they come in and they short it. And if they hold it long enough, they feel like the stock will just go back to where it came from. So what happens is when the small cap market is cold, short sellers become very, very confident. They become very complacent in their short positions. So when a stock makes a run, they just short it and they just sit there, and they don't have any worry. They don't get scared because the stock is not squeezing away from them because there's no follow through in the small cap market. Now, when the EV sector and the SPAC sectors went absolutely gangbusters, that pulled a lot of liquidity out of small caps and into the EV space and into the SPAC sector, because day traders were trading SPACs and EV stocks instead of trading like the small cap biotech that was gapping up on some type of press release. Okay, like traders like me were going and trading SPACs instead of trading the top gapper, the leading small cap gapper on the day with a 3 million share float. I was trading SPACs instead. Now, when you have enough traders that make that move and then make that shift, that lessens the liquidity and the volume in the small cap sector, which leads to less follow through and less momentum because there's less volume. Okay. So when that happened, short sellers got very complacent. There'd be a pop in the first hour of the day. They would short it, and then the stock would just fade and drift away for the rest of the day because there was no follow through. So that set up a perfect storm scenario for a short squeeze on GLSI, because for several weeks you had short sellers be very confident in their shorts. They were not getting squeezed. They were just holding their shorts. Then you have GLSI, a stock that comes out with a huge fundamental catalyst, which was the positive news about their breast cancer treatment, seeing all their patients that participated in the treatment and then got the surgery had a 0% reoccurrence of breast cancer. Major fundamental catalyst that caused the stock to gap up huge. The stock went from like $5 to $30 pre-market. Now, immediately short sellers come on and go, oh, another small cap gap up, let's just short it. So they come in and they short the stock. Now, that stock had a very small float with a tremendous fundamental catalyst. Now, the fundamental catalyst is huge in this scenario because you need an institutional bid to squeeze those short sellers. What I mean by an institutional bid is a fundamental catalyst that will make institutions say that there's a reason for this gap up. The value of this company is going up. Something major has changed, and you have funds that come in and they start to just buy chunks of the stock, and they sit there on the bid, and whoever wants to sell stock, they'll sit there and buy it. When that happens, okay, short sellers never get the breakdown that they're looking for. And when you have such a small float like you had on GLSI, it was the perfect setup and scenario for an absolute monster short squeeze. That short squeeze, okay, changed the psychology of traders. Long traders before GLSI were very timid because there was no follow through. They had to take profits very quickly because stocks were pulling in. So long traders are selling very quickly, and short sellers are not covering. Once GLSI squeezed everybody, that changed the entire mentality. It flipped. Now short sellers just got destroyed, blew up their accounts. So now your short sellers are now the ones that are trading scared and timid, and they're licking their wounds. And all the long traders now all have FOMO because they're all like, oh my God, this stock went from $5 to $158. Look how much money I could have made if I bought it and just held. So now that creates FOMO on long traders, and now it creates anxiety and timidness in short sellers. So the psychological aspect of the two sides of the trade has now flopped. And now every single stock that moves higher, long traders chase it higher, pushing the stock further, and short sellers panic out and they cover their position very quickly. Just like in a cold market, longs take profits very quickly. Okay. And that's what's giving you all of these extension moves in small caps. Now, this is normal. Okay. This happened in June. It will cool off. It will cool off. You'll get, a couple of these stocks that look like they're going, and then all of a sudden they'll have these huge drops and halts, like JFIN. If you guys remember JFIN in June, when JFIN halted on the way down in June, I actually told everybody that I go, this is the top of the small cap, this is the end of the hot small cap market. And then July and August, small caps really cooled off. Small caps are hot right now. They will cool off. Okay. But for now, the momentum is here, and we're just going to keep riding it out. I'm going to trade these small caps until the momentum fades. But for now, we're getting really good follow through and continuation in small caps. And it's because of that dynamic shift. All right. Okay, we got a question here from Graham. Graham says, hey, Mike, could you go over recommended hotkey settings? I have market in and out, but I'm wondering if you use limit in and out inside the bid ask with a deviation. Thanks. Yes, exactly, Graham, I do. So with my hotkeys, first thing with my hotkeys, I have a trigger key or an activation key, which is my shift key. So I will hold down the shift key, and that activates the hotkey, and then I will press whatever key command that I want to use. The commands that you need to have is market tier buy, market tier sell, which is, so let's say if I set my tier size to 1,000, I'll do a market order buy. I'll just buy market order 1,000 shares. I can hit that key 3 times. I'll buy 3,000 shares. Okay. Same thing with the market tier sell. If I hit market tier sell, I'll sell 1,000 shares. Then you'll also have a limit buy and a limit sell, which would be you'll post a bid or you'll post an ask. And then I can toggle the price with my up and down arrow. So my up and down arrows on my keyboard will move the price of the bid up and the price of the bid down, or the price of the offer up and the price of the offer down. And then that's how we'll throw bids and asks, which are limit orders, into the market. Okay. That's how I can do that. Okay. I also recommend that you have a market closeout key. Okay. So let's say if my tier size is 1,000 shares, right? Let's say my tier size is 1,000 shares, but let's say I'm holding 822 shares. Well, if I hit market tier sell, I'm going to actually go short the stock because I'm going to sell 1,000 shares, but I'm only holding 822. So you want to have a market closeout key, which will just sell whatever the shares are that you have. So if I have 822 shares, I hit market closeout, it'll market order 822 shares. You want to have the same thing to cover any short. So you want to market buy closeout, which would be, let's say I'm short 1,213 shares. I'll do a market tier close on my buy, which will cover the 1,000, whatever I just said, 213 shares that are my, that is my short position. So it'll get me flat. Okay, so it's basically a flat out key, whether you're long or short. And then my escape key will cancel all my open orders. Okay, so my escape key will cancel any open orders that I still have. All right. Yes, guys, I'm keeping eyes on. I've got eyes on Tesla. I've got my light speed open right next to me with the level 2. It's at 680 right now. How do you set that? How do you set that up, Ethan? Just contact your broker. It'll depend on your broker. I use Lightspeed. Just contact your broker and ask them to help you with your getting set up with your hotkeys. Okay, Satsai. all your trades explained daily last 5 to 45 minutes. I have full-time work. There is no way I can follow your trades like that. 2, costs. It's too much to pay at once, 2,500 or 1,500 with a discount. Satsai, wrong, and wrong. Okay. So Satsai, now, right now, the small cap market is extremely hot. So I'm trading small caps. Because I'm trading these small caps, the stocks move very, very quickly. Therefore, my trades are not lasting several hours because these stocks are moving 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80% within a 45-minute time period. So I'm taking profits off when my profit targets are reached. It just so happens that the stocks are that volatile right now that they're making that large of a move within that time frame. When small caps cool off, I will trade other things. I will trade large caps. I will trade mid caps. I will trade ETFs. I will trade options. I'll trade the SPY. I'll trade a lot of other things. It just so happens that these are the things that I'm trading currently. Okay. My day trades last several hours long. Typically, we also do swing trade in chat, which is we buy a stock today, we sell it tomorrow or within a couple of days, or sometimes even within a couple of weeks. Okay. So just because you work a full-time job does not mean that you cannot benefit from the TTG service. Okay. All of my TTG family members right now, I want to see how many of you work a full-time job. If you work a full-time job, type the letter I in chat right now. So Sat, Sai, and anyone else that works a full-time job that may be concerned if they can get value from this membership, guys, I want all of you to type the letter I in chat right now so that they can all see that you can still benefit from this service even though you work a full-time job. I am also not the only trader in chat, guys. It's not just me. We have other moderators that are calling out other trades, and some are swing trades, some are longer day trades. It just depends on what type of trade that you're looking for. Okay, we trade everything in Trading Group. We trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, options. We trade all of it. Okay, we trade all of it. All right, so Satsai, you're seeing all of the numbers. Okay, you're seeing all of the people that are commenting in chat with the letter I. Okay, those are all people that work full-time jobs and are benefiting from a membership to Trading Group. Okay. All right, next question. Alex says, Mike, I tried to follow you on Tesla, but I went to place the order. I got a pending review message, so I canceled the order. I missed all this ride. Do you have an idea? Yeah, you probably don't have the borrow, or you may not have the ability to short. You just have to contact your broker and see why your order was denied. Maybe it's hard to borrow for you. It's easy to borrow for me on Lightspeed. So I would check with that. Just contact your broker though, Alex, because your order could have gotten rejected for several reasons. I'm not sure what that reason is. You just contact your broker and they'll explain to you why. There you go. Manuel Lopez. Perfect example, guys. I work full time, and to be honest, I think TTG is great and I'd pay again, but I don't follow the high volatile trades, only swings and some options. Okay, so there you go, guys. Right? So we trade everything in Trading Group, small caps, mid caps, large caps, options. We do all of it. And if you're not comfortable trading the real fast volatile stocks, which a lot of people are not, you just simply don't trade them. You just simply don't trade them. Okay. Any suggestions for Tesla and Snow? I like Snowflake. I think Snowflake is buyable after the big pullback. And Tesla, I think, will fade in the next couple weeks. All right. I think Tesla will fade. I think Tesla will fade within the next couple weeks. All right. Tesla is, listen, I think that a lot of this buying here in Tesla is forced. Okay. This buying you're seeing in Tesla is forced because of the S&P inclusion. And the S&P and all of your S&P index trackers and everything, they're being forced to buy Tesla at the very top. It is at an all-time high, and they're being forced to buy the stock at an all-time high. So I think that once that buying pressure and the forced buying, once that is satisfied, I think you see just a drift lower in Tesla. And I think all of the excess valuation that's been added comes off in the next couple of weeks. You've also seen traditionally in the past and over history that when stocks get added to the S&P, for the weeks to follow, they typically underperform. Okay, they typically underperform after the inclusion in the S&P, and that's usually because they see an outperformance leading up to the inclusion because the S&P and other index trackers have to buy the stock, and then typically they'll underperform for the weeks to follow. So that's the idea here of my Tesla trade. I already took a piece of profit off the table, so I've reduced my risk, which makes it easier to hold during this bounce, and we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. What about Moderna next week? Listen, Moderna, I think that the move on Moderna, I think that the bulk of that move is over. I think after, I think after the vaccine and everything, I think Moderna fades. And then if you believe in Moderna's technology to be able to move on and use that in other things, then you buy that fade. Then you buy that fade for a long-term position. All right, let's see. Next question. All right, Sri, I'm new to this. What account is needed for day trading and any recommended broker companies, or do you guys provide any? So True Trading Group is not a broker. We are not a broker. All right, we're not a broker. What account is needed for day trading? Any one of your brokers. You can do E-Trade, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, Lightspeed, Webull, TradeZero, Questrade, TradeStation, Interactive Brokers. There's a laundry list of brokers that are out there that can day trade. We don't provide a brokerage service to you, so you would have to open up a brokerage account. My thoughts on the Coinbase IPO. I think it's going to pop. I think it's going to pop big because there's just so much hype around. There's so much hype around crypto right now. So much hype around crypto right now, and the volume and the transactions are much higher than they were, the first time around. So I think that Coinbase is going to actually do pretty well. I think that IPO will actually do pretty well considering everything that's going on with crypto right now. Robinhood is getting some new features. I hate Robinhood. I hate Robinhood. I don't see any reason for anyone to be on the Robinhood platform. Their platform and technology is far inferior to everyone else. And the only benefit to Robinhood when Robinhood first came out was free trades, where you can make 1,000 trades and not pay any commissions. Well, now E-Trade, Thinkorswim, they all have commission-free trade. There's 0 commissions. So there's no reason for anyone to be on Robinhood anymore. Their platform and their technology is inferior. Their support is inferior. I'm sorry. When I show my screen for trades, what platform is that? That's TC2000. So my charting software that you guys see during the day is TC2000, but we are going to be using Tradingview Pro. Charting software is the software that is included for free with your membership when you guys join True Trading Group. Any idea on pre-IPO Gate Cannabis? I do not know anything about Gate Cannabis. That's a question for the Wolf. That is a question for the Wolf. I am not sure. I don't know anything about the company. I'm sorry. What are your thoughts of the banks, Fed allowing buybacks after stress tests? I like the banks. I'll tell you why I like the banks. I I think that over the next year, like I think like towards the back end of next year is going to be a great time to buy banks, or even before, like Q2, I think is going to be a great time to buy banks. I think Q2 will be a good, because I think you're going to have, the wave of, like bankruptcies and mortgage defaults and, credit defaults and all that kind of stuff. And you'll probably get some rocky data, some rocky economic data, and that might shake things up a little bit. And you're still going to have 0% interest rates. But then I think that I think those are nice places to buy. JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are probably two of my favorite. I would stay away from Wells Fargo. JP Morgan is one of my favorites, and Goldman Sachs isn't really a bank. Like Goldman Sachs is not a bank like you would think of a bank. Like you can't go to Goldman Sachs and open up a checking account. Okay, you can't go to Goldman Sachs and get a credit card. So they're more, they're not a commercial bank, but they're still in the banking sector. So I like Goldman Sachs because Goldman Sachs has the M&A and the investment banking department, and then they have their trading desk, which they crush. They crush. So they have additional, or they have a bigger, shouldn't say bigger, they have less exposure to the retail banking sector, which would be affected by like individuals who are not paying their mortgage, that are not paying their credit card debt. They don't have the exposure to that like a JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Those are commercial banks that provide banking services to the average American. Goldman Sachs does not. All right, so I like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs. Yeah, XLF is the financials ETF. That's a good, you can just, go with the ETF. If you just want to spread it across everything, you could do that. Justin Kirk, what's up, brother? Ever dealt with anxiety when you first started, from pushing yourself constantly to learn and worry about not being the best? Thoughts on how to help with it? That's what I had dealt with. Thanks. Yeah, yeah. I two different points in my career, I would say I dealt with that. One, when I first got hired at the hedge fund, I felt a tremendous amount of pressure to perform, because I got hired with some smart ass freaking kids, man. Like I probably had the least impressive resume out of everyone that I got hired with. And when I actually got hired, or during my interview, the guy actually said to me, he's like, Mike, I've got, candidates with more impressive resumes, but he said I performed so well on the interview that's what got me the job. So like, I felt a lot of pressure when I first got hired, because like a lot of these kids were coming from like NYU and Columbia, and I'm just like, damn, I'm like, we had just a lot of, I had just some really smart kids that got hired with me in the class. So I felt a lot of pressure and anxiety there to perform. And then I also felt a lot of anxiety when I realized that I was not going to be able to get another job after the 08-09 crash. And I realized that I had to rely on the skill set that I had to make ends meet and to generate income elsewhere, and to generate income for myself and on my own. So that was a major hurdle for me mentally. And that's where I felt anxiety again, when I realized that like I had to figure out how to do this on my own. How did I overcome this? I actually, a lot of it had to do with my mentor, who was able to kind of convince me that this is the second time, when I figured out realized I had to do everything on my own. My mentor was basically just had to remind me of, the skill that I had and the trader that I was, and just kind of gave me a kick in the ass, really, and gave me a reality check, and just kind of helped build my confidence, because I wasn't really confident in myself. And I just kind of needed like a gut check, and I think like having somebody there, it's so important. Like, I don't think you guys understand how important like real quality mentorship is when it comes to trading, because trading is a very lonely career. You're on your own, and that's why I love TTG and my fam, because like I genuinely love trading with my group every single day. trading is a lonely thing, and you need someone sometimes to help you be accountable. You know, you need someone to help you be accountable, and someone that you can go to when you're struggling or when you're in a rut. I think that's really important. I think that we've done a really good job of creating that type of environment in True Trading Group where, you know, members are even talking to other members and are you know, like helping pick each other up. And then you have obviously the moderators that are always there for our members. So you know, that was a big part of it for me. It's like having the support team and the support there, Justin. Like I had my mentor. I didn't have like a group, like I wasn't part of like a trading community or anything like that, but I still had that mentorship and I had that support. And I think that that's a really important thing when you're dealing with mental issues. What are my thoughts on holding long on FEYE and RIDE? Oh, man. So I assume you're talking about Chris Toner's trades. Chris Toner had call options on FEYE, and I think he was looking at RIDE. Let me look at the charts real quick, actually. Let's look at the charts real quick. FEYE had a ridiculous day today. I don't know, man. I mean, there's such huge resistance up here at 20. There's such big resistance up here at 20. But I don't think I don't remember the last time I've seen a stock do this all day long like that. It's just insane. You know, I would definitely be taking profits in front of 20. I mean, that's a major resistance level for this stock that's been in place since 2016. So I would take profit there. If you want to hold it, you know, you can, but you know, this is all because of the cyber attack with all the agencies in the government. I don't know. I would take profits in front of 20 and then hold a piece if you want. Then you have RIDE. RIDE, you know, has support here around 18. You know, maybe we get a bounce off of 18. I personally am not long the stock, so I don't know if Toner is already long or if he just got long. I know it's a trade that he's been looking at, but I would say $18 is your support level. If you're going to get long here, your stop loss would be below 18. Outlook for Palantir next week. Palantir is in a nice little wedge here. I actually think, and I'm going to be contrarian because a lot of other people are bullish on Palantir. I actually think Palantir pulls back into the low 20s. I actually think Palantir pulls back to like 22. I think Palantir pulls back down to this region. And then I think that would be a buyable area. Okay. But you have a large wedge pattern that is forming here on Palantir. So you can just kind of play this wedge pattern. And obviously if we go up and if we break out of that wedge, then you can ride that thing back up into the 30s. So just watch to see if the bottom part of this wedge holds. Okay. Thoughts on BLK for next week? Man, I think the stock topped out today. You know, I think this stock topped out today. There's a lot of resistance up here. There's a lot of resistance up here. I think BLK topped out today. All right, so I actually think BLK pulls back next week. You'll see all of this support, okay, all the way back here, 2012, 13, 14, and then you see it became resistance. All right, so I think that BLK has run into its ceiling. I think it's run into its ceiling. Okay, what else? Another question. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I am so tired. Yeah, Tesla's pulling back. Tesla back at 675. So, guys, I am. Let's actually. What time is it? Yeah, let's dive in. Let's dive in, guys. Let's go through. Because I want to go over my trade recaps. All right, I want to go over my trade recaps with you guys all. Okay, and first let's talk about let's talk about the Tesla trade first. Okay, let's talk about the Tesla trade first. Before I do, I want to get us up to 200 likes. Guys, go ahead if you have not done so already. Smash that like button. All right, show me how much you guys appreciate. Show me how much you guys appreciate the time, energy, and effort that goes into all of these lives. Me spending the time to share this information with you guys. Go ahead and smash that like button. I'm here on a Friday doing this stuff with you guys. We're not going to be as long as my usual my weekly. All right, my weekly lives. We're not going to spend as much time. All right. There you go, guys. Beautiful. Nicely done. Thank you, guys. Thank you for smashing that like button. I appreciate you all. Now let's dive into my trades. We're going to start off with the Tesla trade because everyone's obviously talking to me about Tesla. I got a lot of people that told me I'm nuts because I'm actually short Tesla. Okay, now let me explain to you guys why I am short Tesla. Okay, let me explain why I am short Tesla. Now, over the long history of the S&P 500, typically when stocks are included into the S&P 500, when they get added to the S&P 500, they have typically underperformed in the weeks to follow the inclusion. Now, when I take a look at a stock like Tesla, that stock has so outperformed everything. That stock is so insanely overvalued to where it makes no comprehensible sense the value of Tesla right now at this share price. Don't mistake that by me saying I'm bearish on Tesla. I'm not. I'm bullish on Tesla. I think in the next couple of years, Tesla's at $1,000 a share. Okay. I am bullish on Tesla. Do not mistake what I'm saying to you is that I am bearish. Okay. I am bullish on Tesla. However, Tesla has had a ridiculous, insane monstrosity of a move over the last month since it was announced it's being added to the S&P 500. There's your move. Okay. Once it was announced that Tesla is being added to the S&P 500, it did that. Okay. This stock has gone from $415 to $675 within 1 month's time. Okay, within 1 month's time. That's a ridiculous move. And this entire move happened because of forced buying to track the S&P. You have money managers that track the S&P. You have the S&P itself that needs to buy Tesla, and all of this buying pressure that came in here, I think is from that. Take a look at the volume, guys, that came into Tesla since that news. Look at the volume on Tesla for the 2 months prior to the news about being added to the S&P, and then look at the volume over the last month. Way way higher than average volume, way higher than average volume. Okay. And I believe that this stock is set up so perfectly, okay, to underperform in weeks to come. I think it's set up perfectly to underperform in weeks to come. All right. I think all of this excess valuation is going to start to get peeled off because all of this forced buying is now going to stop. And then I think you'll just start to see, you're going to have a lot less aggressive buying come into the stock. You're going to have some profit taking come into the stock. And I think the stock starts to fade a little bit. I'm not looking for a big, huge sell-off or anything like that. I'm just looking for Tesla to get back. I think Tesla in the next couple of weeks can get back below 600. I think Tesla can get back below 600 in the next couple of weeks. This is not a trade that I plan on just bailing out of on Monday. I'm short it already. I'm short it now. I'm down on the trade right now already on it, but I plan on holding this for the next couple of weeks as I think Tesla can get back below 600. And again, it is because I feel like the move that Tesla has made was forced buying for people that had to add Tesla if they want to track the S&P because of the weighting now. This is the 6th largest company in the S&P. Okay, so that's a huge, huge, huge buy that people need to do. If you want to maintain that weighting to track the S&P in your portfolio, you have to buy a huge chunk of Tesla because it's the 6th largest company in the S&P. It's not like you're talking about it's number 347, and in order to maintain that weighting, you only need to buy a small amount. So if you track the S&P, we've never had a stock just get added like this with that has this size of a market cap. Okay, that is going to be this high of a weighting in the S&P. So it's never been done before. You've never had a company with a market cap this high get added to the S&P or of a weighting this high. So I think that created a lot of that forced buying. I think it's going to fade in the weeks to come. We'll see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll lose money on the trade. I'm short from like 655, 656. I covered some at 636 and I'm still short some. So here we are. We're going to go to the after hours session. I shorted the stock right there. Okay. I shorted the stock right there today. All right. And I covered some at 636 right there. All right. And I'm still short. All right. Now we're sitting here at 675. So the last of the buying is coming in here. The last of the forced buying that needs to be in here before Monday. Monday, Tesla will be in the S&P 500. So all of the buying needs to be conducted today in order to be the equal weighting on Monday. All right. So my thoughts are once this is finished, that Tesla just starts to fade in the weeks to come, and I'm going to hold on to this short position. Okay. So that's the Tesla trade. Does anybody have any questions about the Tesla trade? Does anybody think I'm crazy? I'm out of my mind. I'm sure I'm going to get a couple of people that think I'm nuts. Does anybody have any questions? Mike, due to the weight of Tesla in the SPY, will Tesla pull the SPY down with it? Not any more than Apple. Not any more than Apple. So not necessarily. Okay. So if you think that, if you think Tesla is an unsinkable ship, you think the stocks just go up forever? Okay. Okay. Another person, that's a mistake. The market can stay solvent much longer than you. Okay. Yeah, guys, we'll see. We'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see if I'm wrong. We'll see if I'm wrong. This is a trade that is an extremely calculated trade. Anyone, listen, give me a reason why you think Apple's going to go. Give me a reason why you think Tesla's going to go higher. Give me a reason. I gave you several reasons why I think it's going to go lower. So you give me a reason why you think it's going to go higher in the weeks to come. Justify the valuation. Justify it. Tell me why Tesla is going to go to 700. You know, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen before, guys. So listen, it's a calculated trade. We'll see if I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I'm not afraid to be wrong, guys. I'm not afraid to be wrong. I share all my stuff with you guys. I share everything. I share my wins, my losses. I'm not afraid to put my neck out there. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm sure. That's it. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When would be a good time to buy Tesla for a long-term hold? I would love to see this thing. I'll tell you. When would be a good time for a long-term hold? I really hope that like a week from now, Tesla's at 590, and I can come back on this live stream and laugh at everybody. I really hope that, but we'll see. We'll see. Where's a good place to buy Tesla long term? If Tesla gets anywhere near 500, I'm a buyer. Okay. So you're going to have a lot of support at this previous high of 500. You're going to have a nice support level there because you have your 50-day moving average there and your prior high. That's a beautiful place to be a buyer. Anywhere in front of 500 in this region, that's a nice place to be a buyer if you want to buy and own Tesla in your long-term portfolio. How about now, guys? What happened? Is that all right? Is this better? I have no idea what just happened. It's still not better? How about now? Is this better? I have no idea what's happening right now. No, guys, when I turn it only goes away when I turn my mic off. When I turn my mic on, it comes back. I have an idea, guys. Hold on. I have an idea. All right, how about now? All right. All right, so guys, listen, I had to. All right, so now I had to give up. I had to give up my webcam. I had to give up my webcam so I can plug in my other microphone. So unfortunately, we have really shitty visual quality now, but at least you guys can hear me. So for now, we'll just deal with really crappy video. But at least now you guys can hear me. All right. At least now you guys can hear me. Then I'll get that fixed before my next live. I'm not sure what happened with my other mic, but we got to fix it. All right. So we'll just deal with the crappy video quality while we go through with the at least you guys have the audio. All right. So that's my Tesla trade, guys. That's my Tesla trade. Now let's get on to my other trades of the day. We'll talk about MREO first. All right, this was a quick one because I got very, very busy. I got very busy with SQFT. This is a quick trade. And I'll just go over the setup with you guys. Initial morning high gets broken through with heaviest volume of the day. We then have our quick little pullback into retest that prior high in VWAP, and I get long on that first little pullback on MREO at $3.15 at 9:59. We then shoot right up to the highs. This trade only lasted a couple of minutes, guys. I just started peeling profits off into that move. I took profits off at $3.42, $3.55. And then I sold out of it, actually. And here's where I sold out of it. I sold out of it here, which actually really frustrated me because then I got this beautiful follow through move. But I was really busy with SQFT. And I kind of made the decision that I was down to 25% of my position. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting out of this so I can stay focused on SQFT, because SQFT was I had full size. That thing was halting left and right. And I just really wanted to stay focused on that. So I bailed on this one early. I left a lot of profit on the table. It was still a nice profitable trade, but I left some money on the table. And then you had a really nice TGG triangle setup. You had a real nice TGG triangle setup form here, guys. This is your TGG triangle. And then you'll see we broke up and out of the triangle with a nice strong increase in volume, and the stock gave you some beautiful follow through. And that was a nice one. A lot of members in chat banked on this. A lot of members got back into the trade after that TGG triangle held, and were able to capitalize on this move. So I left a lot of money on the table. I caught that move, and then I left that on the table because I was focused on SQFT. But I mean, listen, I can't be that upset because I crushed SQFT. All right, just absolutely crushed this trade. What I want to talk to you guys about now with this is, a very similar lesson to what we've talked about previously. We've talked about on other live streams. Okay, we've talked about on other live streams with this with these small caps that how to identify support coming out of these halts. And this SQFT was a beautiful one. When you guys see a stock that halts to the downside, okay, you have to pay very close attention to what the stock does at that next support level. You see here the stock halts to the downside. So there's this huge red candle and the stock halts. When a stock comes out of a halt from to the downside, that is the most momentum to the downside that you're going to get. because all those sell orders that are stuck in that halt execute when the stock comes out of the halt. So when you have a stock opens up out of the halt like that and completely reverses like this, that is such a sign of strength for whatever the support level is that bounced off of. Now, in this scenario, as we're looking here, guys, that scenario, that was, okay, this was your 38.2 Fibonacci level and your trade line. So you see your trade line here and your 38.2 Fibonacci level. You see how we put in that real nice strong tail and then reversed it all the way up to where then all of a sudden the stock halts to the upside. So when I saw that, that's when I said to myself, okay, that is such an indication of strong support. But what was the indicator that gave me that support? And I said, it's my trade line. Look at that. It's my trade line right there, that blue line. So coming out of this halt, I told everybody in chat, and now again, guys, every single one that is a TTG member that is on this live stream, you can all verify everything that I'm saying. I was on the microphone while the stock was halted, and I said, guys, look for a pullback to 750 to get long SQFT right in front of what was your 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level, your VWAP, and your trade line. And there was the trade line. Okay, so right out of the halt, we dropped and bang. I jumped in their long SQFT at 10.07 at $7.60. And this thing just ripped right through the high of the day. Ripped right through that. Look at this thing, just absolutely explodes. Okay, and I just start peeling profits off the table. Profits. Okay, and profits just start coming off the table, guys. I took profits at $8.32, $8.89, 10:12 a.m. at $9.13. My best take profit at 10:25, $9.71 right there. And I held on to one last piece. And once we failed at that new high and then we dropped, I got flat, last piece of profit right there. Final profit at $9.22. Okay. So there are my take profits on SQFT. This was my big win of the day. This is where I made the overwhelming majority of my money was on this SQFT trade. So I did leave some money on the table on that MREO, but listen, hindsight, it allowed me to really focus on SQFT, which turned out to be my biggest winner of the day. So, maybe it wasn't, too bad of a decision, but I can't complain because I was able to execute on this SQFT trade perfectly. Okay, I was able to execute on this trade perfectly. Anybody have any questions about this SQFT trade specifically? Anybody have any questions about the SQFT trade? Man, this webcam looks so bad. I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm sorry I had to unplug the webcam to get the microphone working. Are the crazy noises gone? How about this, guys? Does it still sound bad? Still not working. Guys, I have no idea what's going on. guys hear me? Nope, still not working. All right, one last time. How about now? Oh, that works. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys. All right, so now you guys can hear me. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I have no idea what's going on. All right, but we're back. All right, we're back. All right, let me go back here. What a disaster. All right, guys. All right, so that does it there. That does it there, guys, for my for the trade recaps here on the day. All right, I want to just real quick to see how many of you guys. Okay, so if you guys didn't have any questions about the SQFT trade, anybody have any questions about that? What about the SPY? The SPY puts were on Andrew Cuomo, just to see if Andrew Cuomo was gonna do a lockdown. He didn't. There wasn't really a technical trade behind it. How did I find SQFT? SQFT was one of the top gainers of the day, guys. SQFT was one of the top gainers of the day, and was just on the leading gap scan. So you'll have. All right, guys. Sorry about that. It was one of the leading gainers on the day. It was one of the top gappers of the day. So you can also find it on like a high a day scanner. We have a trade idea scanner that's right on our website that is included with your membership. All right. So nobody else has any questions about SQFT? No? All right, cool. All right, so no questions. Now we have no questions for SQFT, guys. I want to just real quick make sure that you guys, I want to make sure that all of you guys are aware of the 7-day trial. I'm going to cut things out a little early here. I actually have to run for a one-on-one with one of my members, but I want to make sure that all of you that are on the live, that you guys are aware of the 7-day trial that we do have. If you guys want to join TTG and trade with me live, guys, I'm telling you, the action right now in small caps is absolutely phenomenal. So you guys want to make sure you get your butts in chat. Go to their website, ttgthree.com. That's going to give you a 7-day trial to TTG for just a one-time payment of $3. That's it. It's a one-time payment of $3, not a reoccurring charge, guys. You're going to get 7-day access to our member dashboard that allows you to see the tools, resources available to you as a full-time member. You're going to get access to our stock profile tool, which allows you to enter a ticker symbol you're interested in, get a downloadable PDF report about the general news, SEC filings, insider transactions, analyst ratings for that particular stock. You're also going to get our daily watch list. That is the list of stocks that we're trading that day and how we plan on profiting from them, where we're buying, where we're selling. You're going to get access to our chat room for 3 days to trade with us live. You're going to be able to see our screen share, because myself, the other moderators, we share our screen throughout the day. You're going to be able to listen to us on the audio because we talk to you guys live on the microphone, calling out all of our trades in real time. You also get push notifications whenever we enter and exit trades. You're going to be able to use our Benzinga news feed, our Squawk Box feature, which allows you to listen to the audio, listen to news headlines as they come across the wire. And then you're going to be able to get access to 3 sample courses that are guaranteed to make you guys better traders. These are 3 courses that I wrote specifically for this program. Whether you've never traded stock a day in your life or you've been trading for 10 years, you guys are going to be, I'm telling you, these 3 courses are probably worth a few $100 on their own. Go to ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen to get our 7-day trial. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial if you want, but you are under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay. You're under no obligation to do so whatsoever, but that is our 7-day trial. And then for those of you that are ready to join the team here full time, okay, we do have our holiday sale that is currently running. Okay, we have the holiday sale that is currently running here with us on TTG, and that is where you guys can use coupon code TTG1220 to get access to our holiday sale, which will give you guys a 41% discount on a membership. Let me explain what you guys get as a full-time member for those of you that are ready to join the team full-time. We take the top premium trading tools and products, we bundle them together as part of your TTG membership, guys. Our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, like I said, gives you breaking up to the second news alerts. The Squawk Box feature lets you listen to the news instead of reading the headlines. We have real-time level 1, level 2, and options data. We have a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. We've got a trade ideas scanner. All of these things are included with your membership, guys, that shows you stocks making new highs, increase in volume, leading gainers. All that stuff is included with your membership. We have a Tradingview Pro charting software, a mobile app that allows you to stay connected with our chat room when you guys are on the go, that allows you to actually see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications whenever one of our moderators enter or exit a trade. Then you guys are going to be able to get access to our entire curriculum, all of it, all of our courses you get when you join with TTG with coupon code TTG1220. That's a 15-course curriculum that is beginner and advanced courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, you guys name it, you get access to it. That's our entire TTG curriculum. This is the sample courses, this is a simplified version of the courses and the education that I got working at a hedge fund. So when you guys join TTG, you were getting access to all the same education that I got working at a hedge fund. And then over 90 hours of additional video content, additional educational video content. Okay. That is 90 hours of previously recorded workshops and webinars. Okay. So every month, myself, the other moderators, we conduct different workshops and webinars covering different trading topics. They're all recorded and put into a video library. You guys get access to that video library. And then, of course, you'll be able to attend these workshops and webinars live going forward, interact with the mods, ask questions. Everything will be right there for you guys. And then just access in general. You guys can actually DM me and the other moderators during the day and ask us questions. Instead of asking me questions on the live, you guys can ask me questions in chat while the market's open to take advantage of it. Okay. Typically, a membership would normally cost you $2,048 for the 1-year membership, but with coupon code TG1220, it brings it all the way down to just only $1,198. That is a 41% discount, and that is up until midnight tonight. Okay, that's up until midnight tonight, guys, because the price of a membership is going up every single 24-hour period in the month of December. So you guys want to make sure you take advantage of that coupon code here now before the price goes up. And anyone that signs up by midnight gets a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. That is the best tool for you guys to stay connected on the go, stay connected to our chat room, and be able to learn and go through all the courses. This is our gift to you, totally free, for signing up by Sunday by midnight. Okay, guys, by Sunday at midnight, you guys will be able to get that free Amazon Kindle Fire. Okay, just our gift to you, totally free. We're going to even cover the shipping. All right. So anyone that signs up by midnight on Sunday is going to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire. Let me explain to you guys what you're actually getting access to, the value of our membership, because all the tools and resources that I explained to you, the Benzinga Pro Newsfeed and Squawk Box feature would normally cost you $1,188 if you went to Benzinga and paid for it yourself. Okay. The real-time streaming software for level 1 and level 2 is $990 for the year. A trade simulator is $750. And then the Tradingview Pro charting software is $720, guys, for the year. Okay, so that's $3,648 in premium resources and tools that are included with your membership when you guys sign up with coupon code TTG1220. Okay, with coupon code TTG1220. I'll tell you guys what, everyone that is still on the fence, okay, for those of you guys that are still on the fence, I'm also going to do one better. Guys, if you're still on the fence, I'm going to show you guys how much that I believe in our True Trading Group program and how much I believe that this can and will work for you. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a deal with you. If you guys sign up with coupon code TG1220 by Sunday at midnight, go through all of our courses, pass the exams at the end of the courses. We have courses at the end of our exams. We have exams at the end of our courses. So pass the quizzes. Do a one-on-one with a pro moderator. Do those 3 things. And if you guys still do not make back your $1,198 within the course of your membership, I'm going to give you all of your money back. Okay. So again, go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes, do a one-on-one with one of our mods. And if you still do not make back $1,198 before your membership is up, I'm going to give you all of your money back. That is how much I believe in our education and in this program, how much I believe that it can work for you. I've just guaranteed your membership cost, guys, so you now have nothing to lose except maybe the opportunity of becoming a consistently profitable trader. All right. The reason why I can offer this to you guys is because we have surveyed our members, and I see what this education is doing for our members. I see what it has done, obviously, for me in my own trading, because 80% of our members are making 7 to 10 times their membership fee within the first 6 months of their membership. All right. So if our members were not making money, I would not be able to offer you this money back guarantee. 80% of them are making 7 to 10 times that fee in the first 6 months, which means that if you were to invest $1,198 in yourself right now, that you would have an 80% chance of making $11,000 in the next 6 months. Okay, that is what that means. All right. So that is why I'm able to offer you guys that money back guarantee. All right. So I've just guaranteed your membership cost, guys. You now have literally nothing to lose. Okay. So like I said, take advantage of that coupon code THD1220. Prices are going up tomorrow Sunday at midnight. So Monday prices are going up. Okay. Monday prices are going up. So take advantage of that coupon code now before the price jumps. And then in January, we're raising our prices significantly. All right. This is our holiday sale. Do not wait till the end of the month. Think you're going to get a better holiday sale. This is our holiday sale. It's going up. Price of membership goes up Monday. Okay. So make sure you guys take advantage of those coupon code right now and lock in that 41% discount and get the free Amazon Kindle Fire and get that money back guarantee for those of you that sign up by midnight on Sunday. If you guys are still not ready to join the team full time, do not forget we do have that 7-day trial. And for that, go to ttgthree.com to sign up for that 7-day trial, guys. And then, like I said, you can upgrade to a full membership at any time during that trial, but you are under no obligation to do so. It's a one-time payment of $3. That's it. Okay. You spent $3 on a candy bar before. This is $3 that could potentially change your life. All right. I've got to jet, guys. Thanks for joining me. Hope you guys had a great week. It's been a phenomenal week in chat. Small caps are still red hot. This has been a huge last 2 weeks. It's been a huge month of December. Get your butts in chat. For those of you that take advantage of the 7-day trial, your days in chat do not start until Monday. So if you guys sign up for the trial today, your 3 days in chat will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today does not count. So don't wait until Monday or Sunday to sign up for the trial. Sign up now for the trial so you can go through the courses over the weekend and be better prepared to trade with us on Monday. I'm telling you, those 3 courses are guaranteed to make you a better trader. And you want to make sure you guys get your butts in chat with us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So sign up for that 7-day trial, ttgthree.com. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys all later on Sunday for the live, and then we'll go through and finish, get into the third week of December and just keep this momentum going, guys. All right. I'll see you guys all later.